Alright everyone, this is Daniel, and we are going to be doing some long-range flying today.
FPV!
Yeah, in a secret location. Nobody knows where this is, so it's undisclosed. Can you tell us a little bit about your setup real quick?
I'm running 1.3 video. Over here I've got a UHF transmitter, and this transmits super long range for the RC control. It also gets my data back for the ground station over here. We got the video here with all the data. These are my controls. They're both left-hand polarized. This one originally was a right-hand polarized antenna, and what I did was I took it apart and I flipped everything around, and now it's a left-hand polarized antenna. So now I'm left-hand here, and I've got a left-hand circular polarized antenna on the plane too. Let's go take a look at the plane. So this is my Skyhunter. We call it the FedEx plane because I painted it purple. The camera pans and tilts so I can look around while I'm flying. Video transmitter on it. I just did some upgrades. I put a capacitor on the power line for the video transmitter to reduce the noise. I'm running a Vector as well, OSD system in it.
Okay, what we all want to know is how many milliamp you have in this thing.
That is a 20,000 milliamp battery in the planes. We're going to fly to about maybe 18, 19,000 milliamp, and then we're going to land.
Let's get to flying, man.
Yeah, let's get to flying.
Excellent, man.
Woohoo! Oh, guess what? It's a good thing I did that.
No elevator.
No elevator. Okay, well, I guess
maybe internally?
Yeah, we're going to have to shut everything down.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Okay, I'm rolling here, so. Yeah, there we go. Okay guys, so after a quick test of the return to home system, Daniel was on his way.
I have to.
You were headed
this
little lump right here.
That lump right there is where I want to go.
Yep.
This lump right there?
Yes, so the lump is right here, so you're way above it, so you're at 1,000 feet right now. So this is the back shoulder back here that you're seeing, and then beyond that is the ocean.
Okay. Oh, what's going on?
A little bit of a vibration there.
Wind probably.
Might have been my servo. Oh, you know, I'm throttled like way up here.
Okay. So you're dropping altitude a little bit at 940. The wind's picking up again. So how many feet out where's your distance away from home?
Over to
this one right here?
That one right there is a line of sight.
Okay, yes. So when you get up to about 6,000 feet, you'll be over the Green Mountain, which is right there. Of course, you can gain some. Gain
some like wind here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit windy.
I would say get up a little higher because you're dropping altitude right now. You're
Am
at
I?
650. You're at 650 right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Then 650. 650 is the height of that mountain out there.
I gotta trim it back.
Okay guys, so for some reason at this point I stopped doing my audio recording from my iPhone, so I'm just going to kind of narrate what's happening here. Obviously he's still dropping altitude, and at about this time he actually realizes that his amp draw is all the way down at 0.3 there, and that his throttle was all the way up at 95 here, so he's like, okay, I'm turning back. It's a good thing that he did. It was a perfect time to turn back. Now at this point we're spotting landing areas because he knows he has no throttle. And he's also going to engage return to home at some point. So here we are at 400 feet. I'm telling him that the line on the lower right-hand side is a pathway that is closed off to pedestrian traffic. So I told him you can land over there. So he engages return home just to see if he can get the motor started again, which does not work. So he's going to disengage it in just a moment. And he's flying in here, and we're still both just looking for landing areas. I'm like, yeah, stay to the right, and he starts to veer off to the right here. And this is a nice little hillside that has a bunch of tall grass. So here he is coming in. And he ends up setting it down in one of the most perfect places, because about 100 feet further he would have been down off the edge of a cliff. So fantastic job on Daniel's part.
Oh, I could fly my drone over there. I'll probably just bring it with me so I can spot it maybe. I have the Mavic Air.
Mavic Air?
Yeah.
I won't reach over there, will it?
Yeah, well, it's just this hillside right here. Yeah. Oh, dude.
So we pretty much knew where he landed. I wasn't quite sure if he was on the lower shoulder or the upper shoulder, so I just took my Mavic Air out and went across the street and was able to spot it right away. Very easy spot to get to. Like I was saying, a little bit further he would have been down the side of a cliff, which would have been a really hard recovery. So good job there again.
Okay guys, always an adventure on the 7Demo7 YouTube channel. Daniel took off with his airplane. He got out about 3,000 feet or so. Suddenly his battery just dropped like a rock. He had to turn around. He was returning to home, losing altitude. So he landed up on this hillside right up over here that we're going to be hiking up on. And I know the area real well, so I was just saying, okay, land there, land there, land there. I know where that is. So we took up my Mavic Air. I love that thing. You guys will see some video from that. Took it up, spotted the airplane, and we should get it back. So see you guys later. Bye. So this is the trail that we spotted from the air. I know exactly where this is, obviously. And this is a big green area over here. So he basically did a dog leg here, flew up to the top of this little hill. It should be right up over there, about where that bush is, a little bit further. Well, looky there, you guys. I found myself an airplane. So it looks like I might have pulled up some shrubbage here, and not looking too bad. So Daniel, this is the condition that it landed in. Let me flip this over here. I don't see anything missing. We got a bent lobe on your FPV antenna there. Okay, I'm gonna head down the hill now.
It's toasted on me. I think what really happened was the motor might have been getting hot.
Yeah.
And then once the motor got hot, the screws, you know, something expands, screws get loose, came loose, and then it just, yeah, and then I lost the motor. Too much pitch in the prop.
That was crazy, man.
Let's do some analysis here, guys. So if you take a look in the upper left-hand corner, there's the throttle, which is at 94%. This is a big clue to what's going on here. He's at 94% throttle, and he's only going 39, 40 miles an hour. He's pulling 42 amps. He's pretty high here at about 1,000 feet, but we're going to take a look here as we're going along. You'll see the exact point at which the motor gives out, which is coming up in just a second here. And you'll see some vibration right afterwards. So coming up on it in 3, 2, 1, bang. Amps go down to 0, throttle still at 94%. You see this weird artifacting through the camera. It's a lot of vibration, so something weird is going on. What we found out later on was that the motor had actually come loose as well. So I think it was a combination of too big of a prop with too big of a pitch, and it burned out the motor. So he's still trying to throttle up. So the throttle is showing the throttle position. Obviously the amp draw in the upper right side is showing at 0.3%. That's probably just the RC amp draw that's going on, nothing from the motor. And at the point, you guys heard me in the video, I'm just telling him, hey, you're dropping throttle, or you're dropping altitude. He was at like 1,100 feet. He's dropping down to 600, you know, and we still haven't found out what's going on. And at some point, I think he looks up at his throttle. He said, hey, I'm really high on throttle. And at some point, he looks over at the amps. He's like, oh, I have no amp draw. So at that point, he knew that something was wrong. And that's at the point where he turned around. So guys, I hope you like this video. Hopefully it'll help you out in your long-range flights. Sometimes you can do everything right and skip one little thing, like he hadn't tested out the amp draw on this motor, and it burned it out. Or it's possible that the motor was not rated to the amp level that he was pulling. So It was something new on his airplane, and that's what brought him down eventually. That's the reason why we fly in areas like this, so if we do have to drop the airplane, it's going to be in a nice weeded area, wooded, natural area like this. So I'm glad that Daniel, he had very minimal damage, and he was able to set it down in a really nice spot. Thank you again, Daniel, for coming out and entertaining us for the afternoon. It was a lot of fun, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.